So if you guys know where to look, scattered about the universe of Star Citizen are these unique NPC mission givers that give you more interesting missions than you can typically find through your Mobiglass. And for those of you who don't know, the Mobiglass is just the little wristwatch you wear in Star Citizen, which gives you missions, allows you to check your inventory and communicate with other people in the world of Star Citizen. So right now, mission givers really are just unique, interesting things that you can interact with, but in future, they're going to have a real effect on the way that your character is perceived in the universe of Star Citizen. In essence, your reputation will be affected by who you interact with. In 3.5, we get Twitch Pacheco, a former Blackjack security mercenary who's got an axe to grind with her former employer. You can find her down a dark alleyway behind the ArcCorp building in Area 18. In this video, I'm going to give you guys a full playthrough of the first mission she gives you, minus the travel bits because those are a bit boring and it would take 45 minutes if I did it start to finish. So, without further ado, here we go.
What a surprise. You're still alive. Let me see. Just heard about an errand that needs to be sorted. Here are the details. Glad that's sorted. That should be it. You can go now.
Alright, so she's given us our first mission and she wants us to go pick up the provided vessel. She's got something fueled up over on a landing pad on a building just outside of the main Area 18. So I'll have to go to the spaceport and take out a ship and fly over there and pick up the ship she wants us to fly. So that should be interesting. So we're on the way now to the airport. No, sorry, excuse me. We're on the way to the spaceport, not the airport. We're flying spaceships. We're not flying air. Well, I guess they can fly through the air. All right, sorry. So I really like the way that this looks. Like when you enter the Area 18 area, I mean, the idea that you're on this tram and it's got so much glass, you could see the whole city. Man, I was so wrong in my initial view of what it could be. I think the verticality is really special here. It doesn't like, obviously it's not as huge as Coruscant, but it's its own thing, right? And it's not as old as Coruscant, as some of you astutely pointed out. So I guess it's definitely more than I expected. It's better than I expected, and I'm very happy with the final result here. I can't wait till they expand to more areas of it, allow us to explore more of it, and actually have our own unique like apartments that we can live in, aside from like the cheap ones that you get for free right now. I guess they kind of look like the Port Alisar ones, or no, sorry, the Hurston ones. They look more like the Hurston apartments, but they're a little bit maybe cleaner and a different color scheme. Obviously the burgundy scheme of ArcCorp 18 prevails through all areas that you encounter, at least for this point right now. I'm happy to report this spaceport looks really good. Actually, it does feel different than Lorville. I think it could still have a bit more of a different architectural typology, like to distinguish itself a bit more from Hurston, but I suppose I'm happy with what we got. I'd like to see, again, I think a bit more variation in future, maybe for the apartments or for the higher end areas. That'll be an opportunity to make it look a little cleaner. Anyway, so I think I'm going to take the Merlin. It's a short flight. I don't need a quantum drive. I just need to get out to the platform that's like 15 kilometers out.
Your ship has been delivered to the following landing pad.
This ship looks stunning in the new lighting that they added in 3.5. Just so gorgeous. I never used to like this thing. Maybe it's I don't know. It's a little strangely shaped, but it's grown on me. Yeah, this is good looking. We're also in one of the new side open hangars that's on ArcCorp, something we didn't have in Hurston. It's really cool to be able to fly straight out, though I seem to have forgotten to turn the coupling back on, so I'm kind of floating all around the place. Ah, there we go. And away we go. This is just so gorgeous. Flying over the city, it really doesn't ever get old. And there's actually, if you wanted to, you can fly through some of these buildings. Like the safe zone drops down pretty low, so you can weave in and out. It's pretty fun. So what we have here is the Cutlass Black. So that's the ship that she's asked us to use. Not a bad ship to fly around, actually. It's a great opportunity for people who don't have bigger ships, that maybe started with maybe an Aurora or Mustang Alpha or something like that, and wanted to try out other ships but didn't have an opportunity. I think this will be fun for that sort of person. Unfortunately, for me, I've already got one. So if she wanted us to use one of these, then I suppose I could have just used that one. But apparently this one's already cleared customs or something. She's paid someone off, so this should work just fine. Now, I have actually tried doing this mission before with other people. You can do it. Unfortunately, they can't fly the ship. Only you are allowed to fly the ship. So if you do go with other people on this mission, you'll have to have them fill other roles, like gunning, for example, or just helping you clear out. Well, you'll see. And I suppose when we take off, we'll take a quick look at the city just before we leave. Being in third person here is pretty awesome. Yeah. Just absolutely gorgeous. Closest thing I think we'll ever get to Coruscant in any game. A little bit of a stutter there leaving ArcCorp. Again, I believe that's the OCS system, the Object Container Streaming at work, trying to load in and out all of those items. That's one of the reasons why the game runs so great in certain portions of the universe, is because we're not actually loading those in on our computer anymore. Those are all popping in and out depending on where we are, which is pretty neat. But clearly it's not 100% done, and server side's coming next. So we're coming in on the target. The planet is looking great. This is Lyria, one of the 2 moons that's come with ArcCorp. It's an icy wasteland. It actually has oxygen lakes on it, which is pretty neat. It's very cold on this moon. And we've arrived, so I'm going to do a quick flip and burn. Try not to black out and pass out, which is something that can happen in this game. And then we'll do a bit of sniping from afar, because I know there are turrets on these bases, and I don't want them to blow my ship up when I get too close, so take these out from here. Now, I do actually know that you can shoot these out with the higher caliber weapons, so if you wanted to take a sniper rifle and walk the distance from over a ridge, you could do that too, though I feel it's a little bit of a waste of time. Otherwise, you can just fly around them. They don't track super quickly. All right, let's get down there.
Landing complete.
So you may have noticed here, I am carrying a Coda. That's the new 6-shot revolver they added into this version of Star Citizen. It is a fun gun to use. I like to think of it as kind of like the Ronin gun from Stargate Atlantis. I don't know if any of you have seen that, but I'm a big science fiction nerd. There's a bit of a bug right now with the zoom out too. So when I zoom out, I can actually see really far around me. It's probably going to be fixed, but it's really cool right now while it lasts. Also, somebody was asking about really high mountain ranges. This planet actually does, well, Moon actually does have it if you guys look over there. A lot higher ranges than I think I've seen in other places at this point, which is pretty neat. I know that they said, the developers said in an ATV that these new moons were actually a testbed for some of the newer tech that they want to add into future planets and actually update the existing ones with, because the original versions weren't as varied as they wanted them to be. So if you notice that they're a bit more varied in this version, that's actually the case. Also, the textures are amazing. All right, now it's time for us to actually get down to business. I gotta find Maze down here and deal with any possible issues. Possible issues being, I think Blackjack Security could be down here. So we'll be a little cautious going in. I do have a rifle with me, a sniper rifle, the scalpel, but this pistol, this hand cannon, is pretty beast. I mean, you could drop somebody 1-2 shots if you aim for the chest or head. Oh. Yep, okay, so there's some down there. All right, we'll take it slow. Oh, there they are. Snipe a few of them. There. 2 shots. Reload. Headshot. All right. And I saw at least 2 more, I think, going up the stairs, so we could go take those guys out quick.
Eat this.
Oh, and there's a 3rd down there, it sounds like. Toast him! Oh, there's one. Alright, 2 shots to the chest. Wait, there's one down there. 3, 4? 4 shots. Oh, he didn't die. Jeez. Alright, well, we'll deal with him when we go downstairs. Peekaboo!
Wherever they are, I want them found.
I want to find you too.
Wherever they are, I want them found.
Few shots. The reload, like the whole cylinder comes out for this gun. It's so cool. I love the animation and the sound. Oh, it's so meaty. This is like my main gun now. Oh, 1 shot. Headshot. Think that might be it. Do a quick search around to see if I can find any more people, just to make sure I'm not going to get shot in the back. Alright, so it's pretty much clear, and I know what Maze looks like, because I've been here before. It's this brown stuff. It looks like bark. Actually, she said it in the mission statement, so... You know, the last time I came up here with friends, there was somebody actually waiting. We had loaded the lift up with drugs completely, and they had actually called the lift. We didn't know why the lift was moving, and when we got to the top, the person just kind of stared at us. I wish I was recording, because it was so funny. There was this awkward pause where, you know, he must have been freaking out, because he wasn't expecting to see 2 guys standing on a lift full of drugs, and we weren't expecting to see some random guy come down. So we pretty much lit him up right after that, unfortunately. If it was one of you in the comment section, I'm sorry, guy. But those drugs were ours. And we ended up dumping him over our corp anyway, though. We didn't even keep him. Oh, my gosh. There's this weird lighting bug right now, I think, with ArcCorp when you approach it. The lights get super bright. I don't know if it's an LOD issue, but like at this distance, right when you load in, it looks so good. I mean, it doesn't have the concentric circles like the CitizenCon demo, but I still think it looks really, really good. I have to compliment you, CIG. You guys have done an incredible job on all levels. I mean, the atmosphere looks amazing. Like, this looks like it could be an image from the International Space Station. You know, except for the fact that we're in, like, this futuristic spaceship. Oh man, these animations are so good too. This is why I keep coming back to Star Citizen. And we're home. All I gotta do is drop this vessel off and then take that package and drop it off at a drop-off point, delivery point. It looks like it's right on the pad where I actually landed with a Kruger, but it looks like I'm gonna have to land where I found this ship, which makes sense. I mean, put things back where you found them, that sort of thing. So that was it for the mission. It was pretty straightforward. Go pick up the package, kill some guys, and bring it on back to this rooftop. I really am looking forward to what else they put into 3.5 in future versions. Like having more missions like this, having the option to have one of our homes be on one of these buildings on the top, you know, to have actual view of the city, which Chris Roberts talked about. So I'm looking forward to that. We know that's actually going to be ending up, it's going to end up in the game at some point in the near future. But for now, there's a lot to explore. And I found that this rooftop that we're on right now isn't actually unique. It's something you can find scattered about this world. There are tons of rooftops, even outside of the safe area, where you can actually pull out weapons and have duels. So I'm really looking forward to those sorts of unique urban battles that I'm sure are going to start showing up on YouTube and Twitch as well. I think Rexilla actually put up something on a rooftop, which is pretty neat. I didn't watch it, but I heard about it. I might have to go check that out. Anyway, guys, this video was actually a lot of fun to record, and it was even fun to edit. It wasn't too bad. All I had to do was cut down the boring bits and leave only the parts where I actually did stuff. If you enjoyed the format of this video, let me know. I generally don't do videos like this that are purely on gameplay with me making some small commentary, not a whole lot of commentary, so I really do want to know what your feedback is. Have you guys played 3.5? What do you think of it? Let me know. Also, be sure to head over to my Twitch channel where I do this content live, and of course, hit the subscribe button and stick around for future content. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you guys next time.